So what do I have to say about the Sim 2 irons? Holy shit. So you might have recently seen my Sim 2 driver review, which I gotta say, I absolutely fell in love with that club. I will be buying that club when it gets released officially. So I thought it was high time we check out the Sim 2 irons and see if they perform just as well. I am not a person that generally looks at game improvement irons. However, I know we've got a lot of mid to high handicappers that watch this channel, and you might be one of those, and you might be considering the Sim 2 irons. So I figured I'd give it a fair test and give it a shot. Well, I gotta say, these things are incredible. The distance I got out of these was mind-boggling. I don't know how I could even hit a club that far. I've never done it in my entire life. At the peak of my athleticism, I've only ever hit a 7-iron about 160 yards. With the Sim 2, I was hitting it 30 yards further than that at some points. That is absolutely insane. Now, that distance comes with a drawback, which we will talk about and explain further on in this video. But suffice it to say, once again, completely, utterly, totally blown away. Here's my review of the Sim 2. Hope you enjoyed it. We always need a baseline. My baseline today is going to be my go-to irons, which are the Mizuno MP20 HMBs. A player's iron, but a little bit more forgiveness built in. So this is going to establish what I normally do so you can see what my normal stats are. Alright, so that should give us a pretty good baseline here. Let's check the stats and see what we're doing with the MP20, just so we know what we're up against here and what we've got to improve on. Club head speed coming in 77.5, ball speed leaving at 105. We've got backspin here at 4,857, total spin just over 4,900. Average carry distance on those shots, including one pretty bad shot there that hit pretty thin. All right, so there's our baseline, 147 carry, 158 total distance with the HMBs. All right, on the head-to-head test, we are gonna go next with the Sim 2 and see what this can do. By the way, we have a very similar shaft. I hit a 120 stiff shaft, and that's what we've put on the Sim 2 here. That one was thin. All right, that one I hit a little bit thin, but the distance was still pretty good. It was fading a little bit there, but not too bad actually.
I don't want to touch that, no, that messes it up.
That was my best one for sure. We'll see what that does. Oh, yeah, that's long. Oh my goodness.
That's the ball over here with the iron.
Wow. I'll tell you what, when you hit one good, you feel it. Man.
I've been here, I remember the big
178 carry, 190. That's incredible. I really don't want to have to buy new clubs today.
I'm saying, why did it take so long? I was always in that side of the business.
Another thin one
And
there.
I'm going,
But look
you
at
know,
that.
everybody wants
Another thin one there, but the was straight.
raise the prices of golf.
Straight 178, 163 carry. That's crazy.
The thing is, when you play in the summer, Monday to Thursday,
In what, now, go ahead.
Another thing.
$30.
And what happens is the local.
Of course, greens are always spectacular.
So what time period was that? What year was that?
Summer.
No, what year though? Because I was there from
Oh,
Again, a couple of these I'm hitting a little low on the face, and they are still carrying past, well past my... Right now we're up to 19 yards of extra carry.
when they redid it way back when, they had a little issue for a little while. But then once they got them, you know.
You know that year, you know what year it was? They redid the green?
Unreal. I gotta check out if these lofts are jacked, because
2004.
that is absolutely wild. Alright, so as I expected, the loft is quite a bit different from the Sim 2 to my MP20 HMBs. In fact, at the 7-iron, there's nearly a 4-degree difference in loft. Now that's definitely going to spell more distance, and it's also going to spell less spin. Less spin, less distance, it just makes sense, right? So we'll have to take a look at the stats here in just a second to see if the spin numbers are in the realm of where a 7-iron spin should be. And here's why it matters, because if you're hitting your 7-iron and you're hitting into the green and you can't hold a green, then what's the point of all that extra distance, right? Now, if we compare apples to apples, my 6-iron is where the Sim 7-iron is in terms of loft, right at 28 degrees. So, do I hit the Sim 2 approximately what I hit my current 6-iron? It's still a few yards further, actually. Can I hold those greens? Let's find out. All right, it's time to look at the stats, and I gotta be honest with you, I'm a little scared because I didn't come in here wanting to buy clubs, but I just might be walking out with some if they'll let me. They're still not released, but maybe I can put my deposit down. This is scary, scary. Taking a look at the stats here. A little less spin, okay? In fact, about 1,000 RPMs less spin, which is probably going to definitely be why there's more distance. Let's take a look at the rollout. My rollout was about 11 yards here with the MP20s. With the Sim 2, we're looking at more like 13 yards. So definitely a little bit more rollout, which has to do exactly with more spin. My swing speed still pretty similar, a little bit stronger, 0.8 miles per hour stronger with the Sim 2, but look at the ball speed leaving. That's leaving at 113 rather than 105, so got a full 8 miles an hour difference in ball speed coming off. The efficiency is way up here as well. My launch angle, I like this. My launch angle is actually a little bit lower with the Sim 2, and I always do think I hit my irons a little bit too high, which hurts my distance. So we're seeing some improvements here for sure. All right, so it's verdict time, and what do I have to say about the Sim 2s? Well, the distance, as we know, is absolutely incredible. We know that that comes with a little bit of a price tag. It comes with that loss of spin, which might mean you lose sense of the green every once in a while. I've got to get these clubs out on the course to find out for sure, but I've got to say I'm really intrigued. And it's really nice to say that you can hit a 7-iron 185 yards, 190 yards, whatever the case may be. That would be a game changer for me. And just like the Sim driver, I am really stoked about what Taylormade is doing with these clubs. A couple of other caveats I will say. I like the look of the Taylormade Sim 2s, but I don't love it. Of course, it's got a much bigger top line. They're much thicker, a little bit more chunky than my Mizunos, which are sleek and beautiful and almost remind me of a blade. So there's that to contend with as well if you care about aesthetics. But in terms of pure performance, wow. All right, well, I hope you enjoyed this review, and I hope you will come back for more reviews here on Let's Play Through. I'll catch you back here really soon.